What's the difference between a standard pool table and a pool dining table? Well, it's a really good question because pool dining tables have become really popular over the years, and that's simply because of the dual use of space. One minute you're playing pool, the next minute you can sit round it and have your dinner. So they're a fantastic way to get a pool table into your home without taking up too much space. Now, the differences between the two tables are quite minimal, but this video will just run you through so you know exactly what to look out for. Well, the first major difference between a pool table and a pool dining table is the depth of the cabinet. Now, a normal sports table, a bit like the one I'm talking in front of now, the depth of the cabinet will be fairly large. That's simply because these tables are incorporating a slate bed. Now, the slate beds can weigh up to 100 kilograms and they have to have a large structure underneath them to be able to support the weight of them. With a pool dining table, the designers have cut the cabinet up slightly. Now, this allows you to be able to get your knees under the table when you're sat in a dining chair. So you'll notice that all pool dining tables are going to have a bigger gap from the floor to the underside of the table. And the manufacturers have put additional supports into the inside of the table to cope with the weight of the slate. Also, with a pool dining table, you will generally get dining tops included with your purchase. So these dining tops have been designed again in a very simple way, and they sit on top of the pocket rubbers of your pool table. Now, the pocket rubbers sit just proud of the top rail of the table. So this keeps the dining tops just away so that they won't mark or scratch the table. And the double benefit of it is that because they're sitting on rubber, the friction of the rubber stops the dining tops from sliding off. So you get a perfect and stable place to dine at. Now, the other thing to consider with pool dining tables is simply the weight of them. So occasionally you may need to move your pool dining table around. Now, a heavyweight sports table is quite difficult to move around. And although slate bed tables really are not designed to be moved around a lot, a pool dining table will generally be a slightly lower weight than you'll get on a standard sports table. This means if you need to, you can get 4 people, let's say, around the pool dining table and just move it to the side. We'd always recommend you do lift it above. You don't want to be dragging the table as it can put a bit of pressure on the legs, so always lift the table if you have to. And try and put the table back into the same position that you've moved it from so that it will be in level. If not, they do have leveling feet to level the table up. Now, if that sounds a little bit too heavyweight, then you can get MDF or wood bed pool dining tables. They're on the market too. Now, those ones have an MDF bed as the play surface, and everything is a bit lighter. You're probably looking at maybe only sort of up to 80 kilograms for a pool dining table. And again, that gives you the ability to move the dining table around in the room. So apart from that, you shouldn't experience any differences in the way that the tables play, especially if you're comparing slate bed to slate bed pool dining table. Cushion response is good, the way the balls roll, the slate's all supported well. So it's really just a way of getting that dual use from the room. So I hope that shows you the basic differences between the two, and hopefully that'll help you make a decision on whether you want to go for a sports table or a pool dining table.